The Honorable Member for Navakolo, Honorable Emmanuel Wangwe. Card is still there. Okay. Okay. The Honorable Member for Saboti, Caleb Luyai. He seconded. Okay. If you've spoken, you can pull out your card. The Honorable Adan Haji, Member for Mandera East. He's pulled out his card. Okay, it seems that on this particular proposed amendment, maybe I can just put the question. Honorable members, I now put the question that the amendment I now put the question that the motion be amended by deleting paragraph 30 under the general observations and recommendations on page 20 of the report and substituting it as moved by the Honorable Mutuse. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Honorable members, we can proceed now to debate the motion as amended. We can resume debate of the motion as amended. The Honorable Victor Koech of Chebalungu constituency.
Yeah, thank you, Madam Speaker. Having looked around and seeing the mood of this House under our standing order number 95, I hereby would request that the mover be called to reply.
Thank you. Where is the mover may reply? Who is the mover? Okay.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, in replying, I don't want to say much because actually when I was moving my motion, I took a lot of time. I actually took close to 1 hour moving this motion, and I want to just take this opportunity to thank members of this House who have contributed to this motion, even those who didn't have opportunity to contribute, that your contributions are highly appreciated. And I listened, I sat here through that evening, that was Thursday evening. A number of members expressed their displeasure with budgetary process in this country and the way we misuse budget. And I think it is important that this House takes note of that, because we are budget making institution. We shouldn't be crying, we shouldn't be complaining, because we are complaining to ourselves. Something else that I wanted to also talk about is regarding one of the members talked about signing of contracts. Signing of contracts, the commercial contracts, the State Department is involved. Financial contracts is exclusively done by Treasury. But Madam Speaker, you'll agree with me that we have had challenges with the way contracts are executed in this country, where we even go ahead to put into the contracts some provisions which make this country lose a lot of money, where you put that contractors, if there is delay in payment, they will be paid 3% above central bank rates. That is completely unrealistic. Sometimes we even sign contracts for projects and commit government, yet we have not even acquired land. So this committee, Public Accounts Committee, Madam Speaker, has already recommended that Office of the Attorney General, which is the legal government advisor, should be involved in execution of in signing of contracts. There is no reason why financial contracts are only signed with the involvement of Treasury, yet we have a full department, full legal department, headed by Attorney General, State Council, and all lawyers and legal staff that we have. Finally, Madam Speaker, we have already asked, Madam Speaker, that we strengthen the Office of the Auditor General. That is something that I want to repeat because members spoke to it. If we want prudent financial management and usage of taxpayers' money in this country in a way that is going to ensure value for money, efficiency and effectiveness, then we must, at a minimum, enhance not just the budget of the control office of the Auditor General, but even make sure that we automate that office so that we get real-time audit reports. Madam Speaker, I said finally, but very finally, one of us actually spoke to the idea that, we brought an idea that he expected more scandals to be unearthed. You know, Madam Speaker, I think members, we need to appreciate that Public Accounts Committee does not operate in a vacuum. We actually examine accounts as presented to us by the Auditor General. So if the Auditor General has not brought those so-called earth-shaking scandals, we can't manufacture them. But I would tell you, if you read this report keenly, you will see that there are a lot of financial irregularities, which many of them we have recommended that Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission must investigate. What is important from our perspective as Public Accounts Committee is not to chase and look for thieves. We are looking at the system and reviewing it so that we deter theft going forward. That is actually the main responsibility of an oversight committee, not to look for where people have stolen money, not to be vindictive. That is not our role. But if we find people have stolen money, then we are objective and we must make sure that we recommend their prosecution. And we have done so in our report. Madam Speaker, with those many remarks, I beg to reply.
Honorable Malema, what is it?
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Speaker, I rise on standing order number 53, subsection 3, that the putting of a question on this matter be deferred until a later date.
All right, I think that's acceptable. Let's move to the next order. Thank you, Honorable Mbaka.
Order number 10, motion, reports of the Auditor General on 23 non-compliant state corporations. Resumption of debate.
I can be told from the records that Honorable Emmanuel Wangwe was moving, and you have a balance of 40 minutes. 20 minutes? 40 minutes.